a park of liminal spaces created to entertain the public. But during its fame, something horrific happened that caused the disappearance of several family members and even families. And in this video, we're going to dig more information about these cases. Well, welcome viewer. As you may see in the start, you will accompany me in this investigation, a park of liminal spaces responsible for severe disappearances. So without further ado, let's go. But first, I will tell you more about it. Liminal Land opened its doors in the early winter of 1975, with the intention of being one of the best amusement parks providing immersive entertainment. In this, there was an obscure intention of the company, which was dethrone Disneyland from their podium. To this day, we're still in doubt if they really managed to achieve that goal, or if everything remained to be achieved. And there were rumors that Disneyland in 1980 was relatively empty, even if those there say the opposite. But it is from here that things start to get darker, viewer. Even at the opening, customers seemed excited to be put throughout the tests of the attractions, which caused several accidents, but not enough to cause any investigation or inspection, until today. This park operated in this bizarre way for 14 years, which led to constant disappearances, but that didn't affect the staff or the park's growth in any way, until the inevitable had to happen. On the date of March 20 of 1989, the park instantly closed without any reason being given, and there are several rumors that the people who were inside the park when it closed were still there, in their respective places. At the end of each page, a sentence constantly appears: lose yourself in liminal land. I don't know if it was a satire, but Nexpo knows what he's doing. And there's also a picture of 5 people, where one of them has no head, which could mean that 1 out of 5 people disappear or even lose their life in the attractions. As all parks need attractions, I will show you some of this whole park. In that park, there were the following attractions: the Labyrinth, the Paradise Playrooms, the pools on the upper levels, the Loft Tracks, Centrifuge, Skyliner, the Chrysanthemum, and the most sinister of them all, which coincidentally were unknown. With this page, you might wonder, why are liminal spaces so strange? Well, liminal spaces aims to leave us with the feeling of nostalgia with familiar places that can be fed by strange places that remind us of somewhere we have been, but also filled with loneliness because of the empty scenes that were supposed to be full. I say that this is a roller coaster of emotions. At the bottom of this page, we are allowed to enter our email so that we can inform other investigators where we were when the disappearances took place. So, I had to put myself in the shoes of a father from 80s who traveled from Portugal with his family for an unforgettable day. Hi, I'm Chris, a Portuguese guy that flew with his family to experience that one-lifetime experience of liminal spaces. Fortunately, my family and I had a great time in the park, a part of the strange and creepy noises that seemed to be people screaming from craziness, or happiness, or from agony. I even saw some children and teenagers crying, but they could be scared of the attractions for being so crazy looking. With so much fun and foreigners, they created over 10,000 rooms and establishments so that families could stay there for a certain cost. Everything seemed very magical from the moment that we go to the archives, where we managed to see one that was called the Sound and Sea block. The letter will have been written by Jason. David, this is getting seriously out of hand. We cannot keep guys for longer than weeks before they walk off. Home is a fucking mess. It has become a colossal shithole ever since Doctor decided to sell units for permanent stays. I haven't told anyone, but 2 nights ago, I heard something down the hallway inside C block. Then next to this file, there were 2 tapes, which the first one was used to train new employees to recognize dissatisfied customer. But along the way, the tape becomes corrupted until a password right appears. And the last one shows several missing persons with a number at the bottom. Okay, I will try to call it myself, and I hope this works actually.
Reached the Lake Valley Police Department. If you have any information pertaining to the rising number of missing persons at Liminal Land Park, please leave your name and any applicable details, and our officers will be in touch. Thank you.
I am Chris, a Portuguese guy that flew with his family to experience that one lifetime experience of liminal spaces. Fortunately, my family and I had a great time in that park. A part of the strange and creepy noises that seemed to be people screaming and from craziness or happiness, or maybe agony, who knows. I even saw some children and teenagers crying, but they could be scared of the attractions for being so crazy looking, who knows. But yeah, thank you. And the last sinister file is called Down in Depths, which seemed to hide something dreadful. 3 men appear, who behind them had dirty glasses with some substance, who in front of them had a body floating in the water. Now, we come to the very best moment. Let's try to use the password. That when I tried several times, I had no success. Until when we type rite of passage, we find this photo that when downloading it, it would be named Moloch. A quick search on Google, we can see that Moloch has been figuratively used in reference to a person or thing which demands a very costly sacrifice. I can imagine that the 7 empty rectangles mean the existing passwords, or the 7 sacrifices to be made. I even tried several passwords with no success, but where were you when this happened?